What's up, guys? It is Brad from College SportsCast. It is championship day here at the Women's SEC basketball tournament at the Bon Secure Wellness Arena. Behind me, Texas is beginning to warm up here. We've got Texas taking on South Carolina. We've got a great top five matchup here today in Greenville, South Carolina. It's going to be an absolute blast. It's going to be a fun one. And I'm here going to recap yesterday's action, the semifinals action for you guys real quick. And then we're going to preview today's matchup. And we're going to have a little bit of fun and show you guys around a little bit today. We are 80 minutes away from today's final between South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas Longhorns. Today we get Dawn Staley versus Vic Schaefer. A top five matchup here today. You know, when the season began, these are two teams you would have thought might be here. Yesterday, we got South Carolina versus LSU, which is always a great one. The game, LSU was ahead at halftime, 40-36, and was playing well. Malaysia Wiley was lighting it up. I think she wound up with 24 yesterday. She was playing really well. Rajay Johnson yesterday was like 1 for 8, only had 6 points. Was kind of she was basically not in the game. It seemed like all that much down the stretch yesterday. So I'm not exactly sure. It wound up being a 6-point win for the Gamecocks, 83-77 in this environment. But it was a 5-point game. South Carolina had the ball with about 45 seconds to go. LSU had 2 fouls to give. There was a timeout. And we were all expecting fouls to give because there were 45 seconds. It was a 5-point game, and they threw the ball in, and instead they tried to trap her, and the trap didn't exactly work out top. They wound up trapping her a little bit later in the corner, and they called the timeout. Dawn did. But like 25 seconds run off the clock. And as soon as that timeout, they got a layup with Medina, just like they did Sunday versus Kentucky, and pushed it out and wound up winning 83-77 yesterday. Raven Johnson was pretty special. I think she had 22 points, might have been a career high for her yesterday. Raven Johnson was really good. Joyce Edwards had 18, and Latson had 19 yesterday for South Carolina. That was their 3 main leading scorers. Medina Ocott did not play well yesterday. Today, I think she's going to have to. I would expect Medina to be a part of this. Texas has some big girls inside that are going to be hard to deal with. Medina's going to need to play big today. And then yesterday, in the second game yesterday, was Ole Miss and Texas. Ole Miss, the Rebels fought really hard in this game. They were down 10 at halftime. They brought it to a 2-point game at the end of the third quarter. It was 57-55. And Coach Yo seemed to be pulling some magic. And then here comes Texas to finish it off. They ran, I think, 28-13 in the fourth quarter. Madison Booker was special. She had a career high yesterday, 31. And, she's been in college a long time. She's had a lot of great games. 31 was a career high yesterday in that game. I think that you're going to see a lot more Madison Booker today as well. But, Lee, Roy Harmon, Old Acre, they're going to be tough. South Carolina and Texas have played twice this year already. They played a neutral site game in a tournament, a Thanksgiving tournament, and Texas beat them 66-64. And then they played once in the SEC. That was in Columbia, South Carolina. And South Carolina came out on top 68-65. So they have played twice. And it was a 2-point game for Texas and a 3-point game for South Carolina. It's been in the 60s both times. I expect Texas to really turn on the heat on their defense. They're one of the most physical, tough matchups in the SEC. I expect to see that, but I really believe that Medina Okot's going to have to play big today, unless Tessa and Rava can fill it up for 3. But I expect to see Medina Okot play really big today for South Carolina. I think she's going to be key. Expect to see Madison Booker doing everything she can do to carry the Longhorns to a victory here at Monster Wellness Arena here in Greenville, South Carolina. This place is going to be electric and packed. I'm still 75 minutes away from tip-off here, so it's still filling up. I will show you guys around in the background just a little bit. Turn things around. Let you watch Rory Harmon over here. There's Big Schaefer in the background. You might be able to see him out here with the girls. In the hood over here is Madison Booker. This is going to be a huge one. ESPN set. The women's college game day is going to be here. They were here yesterday as well. There's Madison Booker right here. Again, Holly Rowe is sitting right here. South Carolina is warming up down here. We're 72 minutes away from action here tonight. Today. Ryan Rucco, get you a little closer to South Carolina warming up. Joyce Edwards, Medina, Raven Johnson, there's Ryan and Rebecca. Just showing you guys around a little bit. All right, guys. This is going to be an electric atmosphere. It's probably going to be one of the best games of the day. I know UCLA is playing Iowa. It's a top 10 matchup. This is definitely going to be a top 5 matchup here today. Two teams that have beat each other this year already. And this is going to be the rubber match. And who knows? Maybe these two teams, just maybe, these two teams reach the Final Four. Maybe they play each other a fourth time after today. You never know. I'm going to put that behind me one more time. Like I said, Texas is warming up right behind me. You can see them. And, you know, it's possible that I think both of these teams will likely be a number 1 seed with UCLA and UConn. That would be my bet. So is it possible that these two teams could see each other in Indianapolis in the Final Four? I'd say it's likely. These are two great teams. Not many people are going to be able to beat them in the NCAA tournament. Could they possibly match up again for a fourth time this season? We'll see. But today we've got number 3 on hand. This is for the SEC tournament title, and it is a big deal. Dawn Staley is going for her 4th consecutive SEC tournament title, and Vic Schaefer's trying for his first with Texas. So he got to the finals last year, was beat by Dawn Staley in South Carolina. So he's trying to get this accomplished today. And we will see what happens, but I expect a very, very good game. I expect a defensive battle. And this crowd will probably help pull South Carolina through. This is their 7th consecutive SEC tournament final. They're going for 4 SEC tournament titles in a row here in Greenville at the Bon Secure Wellness Arena. So we'll see what happens, but I will talk to you guys later. This has been my preview of Day 4 and our recap of Day 4 and my preview of the championship game. I'll see y'all next time.